I can't believe this.
Yeah.
They at least have a way to disconnect it somehow.
Well, there is, but you have to take apart the whole front end because these should be like front wheel drive.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? This morning we're going to be towing a couple of different GM vehicles that are seeming to be suffering from the oh so common fuel pump module issue that's affecting these vehicles. Might notice a couple of changes. This is going to be my first video recording with a entire fleet of Insta360 cameras. Right now I have my Insta360 X4 here in the dash. I've got an Ace Pro 2 on my chest now, and I have the other X4, the 360 camera, on the back of the truck on the bed. So gonna be changing it up a little bit. I had the 360s on the rails of the truck, and I'm playing with some different camera angles now, so I can film the entire cab of the truck, out the window, what's going on in here. I can look out the sides. It's kind of the same thing on the bed. It allows me to swivel the view around and see more of what's going on around, kind of zoom in on stuff a little bit more. So let me know what you think. Leave me a comment throughout the video and let me know what you like or didn't like, or if I should go back to how it was or whatever. Really interested to see how the Insta360 cameras do. They have a bunch of really cool features. One of the main ones including they're supposed to have a low light mode to where you can film in nighttime or other low light conditions, and it won't look so dark like it always did on the GoPros. All right, and back to the reason we are here. You're towing this 2024 Silverado. This thing's got 10,000 miles on it. Let's see if it'll start. That just turns over and turns over and turns over and turns over. Kind of stumbles and then it shuts off. Has the electric shifter, which means we can't get it into neutral, which sucks. So grab my pictures real quick. This is a brand new truck. It's also unattended. All right. So this is going to be fun. There is absolutely no good way of getting to this thing. The driveway across the street is just staggered wrong enough. There's a car in the driveway. Really don't want to be up in other people's property. So we're just gonna slide this thing around real quick. Because there's no good way of getting to this one. These trucks have brake lines all over the axles, so I can't use these on the back. My mini J bridle. Free spool that. We're gonna need plenty of cable out. Because now gotta reach all the way up here. But on these trucks, there's really not so many good places to grab that aren't around the fuel tank. I really don't like grabbing the frames on these trucks. There's one slot down here, but it's so thin. I hate dragging these trucks. See, there's that those brake lines that run across the back. I hate dragging these trucks. And the bridle's right down by the fuel tank. God, I really hate. I hate these trucks. They pay the bills, but I hate these trucks. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing here. There is the frame slot right up here. Look at this, folks, I can't see. See what, let me get the snatch blocks on first. Going to need both snatch blocks. That all the way out. Actually, for now, probably that one about right there, I think. It's not going to do. I need a little bit more out. I think I need this one over here. Make sure this isn't gonna get up on nothing it shouldn't. It's going down under the axle there. Make sure parking brake is set. And I don't see four-wheel drive, so that's good. says park is set. So let's start sliding this thing over. It's coming over. Step over to this side. Stop it about right here. Still want some slide this way. Bring this corner to the rail, like that. Now, take my gloves off so I don't get the inside of their truck all gross. Turn the steering wheel. Gotta turn the ignition back on. I had it turned slightly passenger to kind of crab walk this way. Now I want the front end to swing around. Need to go pull that other snatch block out. So now it's crab walked up onto the driveway. Now it'll swing around right up onto the bed, just like that. Front tires are up on the bed now, which means it'll steer a whole lot easier. Of course, this is the dumb stuff you gotta deal with whenever these new trucks don't go into neutral. Can't get them into neutral. Can't start them because they don't go. These are the fuel pump modules. After we get done with this, we gotta go. Coming to the middle. We gotta go tow a Cadillac that's in a garage, I believe. If I remember the notes correctly. It's stuck inside of a garage. It's a 21 XT6, I think is what it was. It's like the car, I believe. Make sure this is gonna do what I want it to do because we're right close to this valve stem. One more strap here. That'll be all 4 points of securement. All right, turn all those off. All right, so we got this thing loaded up. We are going to haul it over to the dealership. This one was kind of a pain in the butt because of how everything was laid out. I tried to use that driveway across the street. It wasn't going to give me what I needed, so opted to just kind of slide it around. Sometimes you got to do. Luckily, this one was nose in, so that put the rear tires, which this rear-wheel drive, so I was able to slide it around pretty easy without having too much trouble trying to block the tires or skate it or anything like that. So we are going to haul this thing over to the dealership so they can go ahead and get it fixed. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. Thanks for watching. All right, so we got that one unloaded over there at the dealership. We're running a little short on time getting to our next call, so didn't really record the unloading process, but if you watched me and unload any of those trucks, you know exactly how I did it. Just shook it off the bed, and easy, you know, easy, nothing special, you know. But this one, I don't know if you heard on the I tried kind of explained it on that first one there. This is a Cadillac XT6, which is, I think, the four-door car, kind of like the replacement for like the CTS or the like the older Cadillacs like that. This one's a 21. In the notes it said something about a fuel pump, so I'm assuming it's the fuel pump module issue that's affecting it. They said it was, in the notes it says in a garage, nose out, so I'm assuming they backed it into the garage and we're gonna have to drag this thing out. We're pulling up. It should be right up here. Kind of expecting to see it in one of these houses here. Hopefully the driveway is oriented well enough with the garage. We're gonna be able to get this thing out. Oh boy. It's over there, maybe. Let's pull up over here and see what we got. This actually looks like the SUV version of it, not the car. How's it going?
It'd be better.
Better if the car would start? What, just turns over and turns over and turns over, or what? Yeah, it's a fuel pump module. I literally I just left Leo Martin from dropping off a 2024 Silverado for the same issue. I tow a bunch of these things for that.
Well, look, the other day I was able to get this neutral. Now I can't. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, this is one of them electric shifter ones, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times these, they don't. I've even, like...
But I did it yesterday.
Did it?
Or the other day, because I was able to get it off she parked so close to the wall.
Yeah, you're able to get it back?
Yeah.
I've never found a way that it would actually... Because it always says not correct for shifts. I've even asked, like, the technicians when I drop these things off, say, hey, what's the secret, you know?
Oh, I know the secret.
Well, you gotta take apart the whole front end of it, and...
No, you gotta disconnect. Yeah, you gotta do some underneath.
Yeah, you gotta disconnect the e-brake sensors and then...
Snatch it out of here or not?
Yeah, no, I can get it. That's no big deal.
Say that guy, the dealership guy goes, hey, just put some WD-40 on a gram, snatch
Well,
it off. I'm like, whatever.
I use soapy water. Like, that's actually, if you look on my bed, it's probably still on my bed. When I unloaded that Silverado, it was one of the electric shifter ones. I had to spray soapy water on the bed, and it slides right off.
I can't believe this.
Yeah.
They at least have a way to disconnect it somehow.
Well, there is, but you have to take apart the whole front end. Because these should be like front wheel drive.
Yeah.
So you have to take the air box and stuff out of it, and then on top of the transmission, because the transmission's under the hood on these, there's a stub shaft. You take a wrench.
Yeah.
You put it on there, and you have to turn it and like zip tie it over.
I seen that jank
Yeah.
Like, I ain't doing this.
Nope, it ain't worth it. Swing over away from the curb a little bit here. Pull up a little bit. A little bit of sun glare, kind of hard to see. I don't want to get too close to everything. I'm gonna leave myself some room to work. Grab my remote. Plenty of clearance. Some of these wraps off there. Yeah. Let's see. It's got nice control arms. Plenty of room all around it. Do a little walk around. It's already on top of that. What's that?
This thing here.
Yeah, I seen. There, that came out.
I've also thrown this trash. I was using it to put out a piece of board
Yeah.
for a window. But it's out
Yeah.
trash. Well, that ain't that bad.
No,
It's not as bad as I thought it was.
no, it's in a decent enough spot to where it doesn't really.
I don't fucking feel bad now.
Yeah, no, that's good. I need to slide the back end over a little bit. It's going a little off square. It's going.
No,
back in the slide over now. Everything's looking good. I want to for those of you that have asked, the wood block stopped the wheels from rolling, which means it goes in the direction of where the winch is pulling it. So instead of wanting to slide towards that rail, it goes straight up my bed. All right, there she is. Ahead and idle this thing down. Way it's not all loud and everything, not annoying the neighbors. Y'all can hear me a little better. All right. Well, I'm gonna get this thing strapped down here real quick, and we're gonna be back at the dealership. Get this thing unloaded. Probably record the unloading process on this one. The dealership we're going to is generally pretty congested. Be kind of tricky sometimes to maneuver and unload these things. Normally there's not any spots over here. This Apollo's doing here, but it's kind of sort of in the way. It'll be all right. Yeah, that'll work. Oops, I don't want that. Running the airbags down. Yeah. You good there? Okay. I say, ain't really, with that car being right there, it's kind of in the way. Perfect.
I just appreciate you putting me on the spot.
No, well, I was hoping I could find something.
Yeah. It's good. It's better than over there.
Right.
All right. Well, we'll come out of park.
No, it's one of them electric shifter ones in the fuel pump module, just going out on it.
But to get it powered up, it should roll off.
Hey, I mean, it's got plenty of power, but if you can find the secret way to put it into neutral, I'd love for you to show me, because I've never had one person be able to show me how to do it if they don't start.
Yeah. What happened is the brake box fell.
Well, I mean, not so much the electric parking brake, but it just says conditions not correct for shift.
Yeah.
So if there's a way to get around that,
Yeah.
that would.
You gotta release the parking brake from the wheels.
Oh, you can jump out. Yeah. Disconnect the sensors and all that. Yeah. Right.
I think it'll roll down.
Well, but
Then you go to the shift. They
Huh.
trick you.
I've never, because I mean the parking brake's not set. The back tires roll, but the transmission just says conditions not correct for shift.
Okay.
So you can release the parking brake.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not the parking brake that's locked up on. It's the yeah. Only thing I know to do is take the air box and stuff out of the hood, and then you get to that little stub shaft under the hood. Really?
Okay.
God dang.
If you do, you can knock it in out of the park.
Yeah.
That's XT5 had, but I don't think XT6 had.
I don't know why they would put it on one but not the other.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, smart engineers get paid way too much, think way too hard.
XT5 got a little old deal on the ship.
Uh-huh.
You can push it neutral or drive.
Right. Well, that's what I like about the full size ones. You can always take a wrench and put on the shaft and like zip tie it up to the the transmission lines. Yeah.
The hood, you got a shift on
Really?
it. Yeah, it's got a little deal on it. You can shift it by hand.
Well, that's nice. Kind of
Not on this one.
not, of course. Uh-huh.
What you gotta do? What your jumper cable on?
Uh-huh.
Disconnect the battery. Then hook it back up.
Oh yeah. I've heard that before. It'll.
Make that work.
I've heard you could do that.
Yeah, I think that'll release that shit. As long as the market rate don't come on,
Right.
it's safe.
Right. Yeah.
I know these disconnect the system.
Right.
But I think you gotta do is tricky. Take that cable off. Then get that ship down.
And you can
put
shift
back
it.
on.
Right.
Yeah. It takes a while to jerk it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the easiest way to get it off.
I always just spray some soapy water on the bed and let it slide off.
Yeah.
A lot easier than messing with all that.
Oh yeah, I got you, girl. However you feel like it. All right.
Yes, sir. Let's back up a little bit more here. Quite back up far enough. I'm gonna walk my bed back a little bit. I've never, even the technicians, I don't even know a better way to get these things in neutral. Like, it's, GM should be ashamed of themselves for designing this crap. Leave that there because I might need it. Give this thing a little shake. See if she'll come on. All right. That's off. I'll walk forward a little bit. Bring my bed in. About right there. Walk it forward. This is how I unloaded that truck before, if you're not familiar with the process. If you haven't seen any of my other videos. All I do is barely lift the bed, pull the bed in. This particular truck, I know these little bed slots that are recessed here. The third one, by the time these third and fourth bed slots about I'm in the middle of those. It's about as far in as I can go. Set the bed down, and then use the hydraulics to lift the rear end up, because the parking brake's set, and extend out, like I'm trying to push the bed out, which pushes the truck forward, so the bed is on the ground, and the axle is off the ground. Then go ahead and walk forward one more time. Now I can, nice and easy, pull the bed out from under the car. There she is, she's on the ground. I can get my hooks off of it. A little bit further up under there. Now we can roll our bed up. We got her unloaded. We're gonna go ahead and finish up doing all my paperwork, pick up the rest of my stuff here, and snap my pictures and head on back towards the house. This is the second brand new GM product I've hauled just this morning, so we will see what else comes up this afternoon. If anything happens, I'll put it after this video. If nothing else, we'll see you on the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.